A lot of the clients that we serve are the people that the Census Bureau finds are hard to count. And we're trying to get those clients to be aware of the census and how important it is for them to be counted. So we're trying to do anything we can to point them towards computers where they can do it online, or to meet and be unafraid of talking with census takers if they come to their home. I wish everyone knew how important it is that everybody is counted, because the funding and the proportion of our Congress is all related to the number of people in local areas. And people tend to think of it sometimes as being like government intrusion, and they're afraid of it. And so we hope people will realize that that's not the point at all, that it's really about how we can find out how many people are where, and how the representation can be more equal and balanced, and how the funding sources for the people that we work with especially will be more available. Well, I think it's very important because the fact that the faith community believes that every person is a person of worth, and every person has dignity and deserves to be counted. And if they're not counted, they become part of this amorphous group of people who don't exist, technically. And we want people to know that they do exist. We all believe that that is the way everything should be in terms of all faiths, that every individual has a purpose and a possibility. Most faith leaders in communities are looked up to in one way or another and considered people who are looking out for the best interest of their congregations and the community at large. So we hope that they will put their effort and their reputations behind the census, because that will help people feel more comfortable with the whole process, and hopefully get them to not be afraid, but to sign up and to be counted. Our call to action is to say that every Sunday, when you have a congregation before you, or every time you're meeting with congregants or any of your members of your faith community, you should say something about the census. I think that the entire census population thing is incredibly important, probably more now than it ever has been, because, as I said before, the people we work with are those people who are America's most vulnerable. And they're the ones who frequently get left behind because they're not counted, they're not there. And if people don't know that they're there, and we don't get the funding to resources to the state and federal government and even local communities have to be able to reach those people, they're out in the cold.